Rose Bowl Stadium. Hallowed ground. Not just a physical place, but a field where dreams are realized. The emotion of games won long ago still hangs in the air, where greatness is expected, but in the end, only perfection stands alone. The warriors who enter this arena tonight march to a different drum. A gridiron game to be sure, but unlike any this venerable Colosseum has ever seen. A salute, a moment's breath, and the battle begins. The Phantom Regiment have taken flight this year, but the judges will decide if their show has wings. Carolina Crown are at the post for a race to their best finish ever, hoping to leave their naysayers in their dust. The Santa Clara Vanguard have done this dance before and plan to put the exclamation mark on their season tonight. The cadets believe they have what it takes and are ready to tell their tale to anyone who will listen. Not listening are the Cavaliers. No strangers to victory. The defending champions know how to handle pressure. Flying high all season are 11-time champions, the Blue Devils. On fire since the season began, the Devils' domination may snatch yet another world championship, an even dozen for their trophy case. After months of competition across the country, the long road leads them to this icon of excellence. Once again, a stage to showcase the world's best. Which corps will rise above the rest? This is the Drum Corps International World Championship.
Drumline, come on through, come on. You're good right there, Andrew. Nathan, bring him down. Here we go. Shako's on. He'll tell us when to pull. All right, we're out, BDB. Here we go. Our show starts now. My name's Rick Odello, and for the past 50 years, I've been a Blue Devil.
Not many people know about the Odello family, I don't think.
Since 1957, there's always been an Odello involved in this activity.
Well, I was really little when I marched the Martinettes, and the Martins wanted to retire. I remember all these high school kids showed up in my parents' living room and asked them to pick it up and continue the organization.
And me and Dad felt sorry for our daughter that wanted to march, so we took them over and formed the Blue Devils.
Annette in 1957 was the baton twirler, and I was there just because my family was there, and they put me in the position of being the banner carrier.
And then Tony, a little later, played drums, so they all three got involved.
I met my wife in the Blue Devils, and she ended up being the color guard captain, and I was the center snare for a number of years, and it was like a marriage made in drum corps heaven. We went on all the tours together, we sat on the buses together. We've been married for 30 years now, and of course have had 4 sons, and that are all Blue Devil members.
I've actually marched with all my brothers 1993 to 95. All my brothers were in the Sea Corps with me.
There was never a question that if they were going to be in a drum corps, that it would be Blue Devils that they were going to be involved in.
Both my parents marched. All my aunts and uncles marched. Couldn't march anywhere else. It's just a family tradition, a family legacy. The Odello family bleeds blue. I've been the section leader here for 4 years, and I'm kind of a smart aleck. Like, I like to joke around with my section a lot, but with my brother, I kind of have to approach him a little differently.
Well, of course, on the field, he's always on my back and always calling me out.
I try to treat him the same, but, you know, he's got a lot of talent, and he's my little brother, and he's going to be better than I ever was, so I kind of like to push him, make sure he's not making any mistakes.
I think without him, I wouldn't be where I am today. I mean, he's always watching me, and he wants me to turn out like as good as him, if not better.
The 70s were a great era for the Blue Devil organization. Of course, we added the horn line in 1970, but there was no greater year for me than 1976 of winning our first DCI World Championship. Being the best in the world at something, at anything, is something that no one can ever take away from you. You're going to have that the rest of your life. Your heart's going to beat just a little bit slower the rest of your life being that world champion.
That was the best experience of my life, hands down. Winning that DCI World Championship, I mean, just the feeling you get when they announce your name, just feels so good because you work for months or a year, you know, and it's 11 and a half minutes towards that one goal.
And seeing them on the field, the three of them, winning a world championship, just as it is hard to describe the activity itself, I can't express into words the feelings and the emotions that you see in continuing that tradition, and how proud you are.
The Blue Devils.
I feel really grateful to be able to be a part of the 50th anniversary corps.
Watching my own sons perform on the field and watching especially my 17-year-old, the effort he's putting out in there to fit in and give it 150% is it's just a gift to experience that and watch that in your own son.
My grandfather is my hero. Yeah, I love him, and I love both my grandparents, and they've done so much. It was just for kids, you know, and it was for their kids, it was for neighborhood kids, and that's how the Blue Devils all started.
I'm extremely proud of the vision that they maybe didn't even know they had, but just being good people and volunteering and stepping up, they created this organization that would not be in existence today without their foresight.
Some 30,000 people are in this Rose Bowl crowd tonight. You never know who's watching or what brought them to the stadium or what they'll take from the show. In fact, last week's DCI West show attracted a well-known Hall of Famer from another sport.
The kids are getting old enough now where they're interested in all kinds of music, and we thought it'd be a great event, and so we came by not knowing exactly what it was going to be like. And it's theater, it's music, it's choreography to the max. I've enjoyed watching the different groups all night. You can see the discipline everybody has. There's it's like that collective sense of team that I thought football's the ultimate team game because of the numbers. You know, just so many people, 50 guys, 11 on a field. Everyone's kind of has a piece of the puzzle. Nobody owns the puzzle. And even that's expanded upon here by the drum corps and the competition is because there's so many more. As you can see the drama of everyone trying to do their job perfectly, but working together because no one, if I do my job perfectly, I'm not champion, we're champions. There's no better feeling I ever had than when we went to the locker room after we won our Super Bowl and looked around each other before the media came in or anyone else. It was just us, and we'd accomplished it together. And I think that's probably what the champion will feel like for that rare time. They're champions and they did it together.